everyone, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's Beauty Blog. For those of you that are new here, hi! My name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician in the state of California. Well, welcome to a Get Ready With Me video. I know a lot of my videos lately have been Get Ready With Me videos, but I don't have much time to film these days, so sometimes just me sitting down here and filming skincare, makeup, a device, or a whole look is just easier for me at sometimes. Plus, there's some new products I want to share with you guys. So you guys are going to go into this Get Ready With Me. The first part of the video didn't come out, and that was me doing my skincare routine with the new Medicube HR Booster Pro device. Spoiler alert, I love this device. This device is fabulous. My favorite modes on this device, I would say, are the number one, which is booster mode. It's much different than the booster H device. It's a better user experience. I love the microcurrent mode. However, I don't think it is true microcurrent. I'm not sure what it is. And they also don't tell you the microamps that they're using in here. That's something that they won't disclose, which I find a little bit funny. And I love the air shot mode. Now, I don't want to lose your guys' attention into this video because it is long. Spoiler alert, again, is that starting tomorrow, I'm going to do 30 days using the Medicube HR Booster Pro device. I'm going to hook it up to the app, keep track of my treatments. I'm not really a fan of the EMS in here, so I'm going to try it again, but I'm going to start off with a demonstration on how I like to use this device starting tomorrow. And I will take a before picture, and at the end of 30 days, I'll take an after picture. I think the three modes that I will be using mainly in this device is the booster mode, air shot mode, and microcurrent mode. I highly advise you guys who have this device not to use the DermaShot mode, which is the EMS around your eyes. I did try it, and I do find it strong at level 1, and I did get a lot of muscle twitching, and it feels pretty aggressive to use around the eyes. So I would avoid using it around your eyes and on your forehead. But I think it's great for your cheeks and your jawline and your neck, your shoulders, and your traps. It actually feels really good there. And you do get a lift with this. However, my lift didn't last when I used it, but I was using it at level 1, and then I took it underneath my chin and used it at level 3, which was pretty strong, but it actually felt great. And I didn't have any pain sensation like I normally get with EMS, where it feels like it's shocking you. And it did not hurt my teeth. So I do think that they did a great job at optimizing the EMS in this Booster Pro for the facial muscles, but I still would advise you not to use it around your eyes because I think it's way too strong for those areas where you have the thinner skin, even at level 1, and I have thin skin. So videos to come on this, and this is really easy for me to demonstrate for you guys during the week too when I do my skincare. So look forward to that. So this is a chatty along video. I'm gonna let you guys go into it. I hope you stay to the end. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you here and be a part of my community or our community. And I hope you guys enjoy this. And at the end of the last clip of the Get Ready With Me, I am going to close out and tell you my thoughts on these products that we use today. So I will see you at the end. Mwah! Aloha everyone, and welcome to this Get Ready With Me. Now, I had a snafu with filming this, is that when I was doing my skincare and showing you how I've been liking to use the the Medicube HR Booster Pro for my daily skincare routine, I thought I was filming and I wasn't. So what I did is I cleansed my skin with the Victoria Deanne Purifying Cleansing Gel. Then I went in with my Victoria Deanne Pepties. I did lift, Tone, Elastin, Procol, and Pepti Hyaluronic. And then I waited, after my last one, I waited 2 minutes and I went in with my Osmosis Stem Factor. Worked that into the skin. Then I cocktailed Osmosis Catalyst MD, Rescue MD, and Correct MD with their infused mist with about 8 sprays of the infused mist. And then I put it on my skin. And then I used the booster mode here, which is mode 1 on the Booster Pro, to penetrate those into my skin. And then I put on my Isden Day Cream. And then I just quickly went in on the microcurrent mode on this. Now, on Thursday, I did give myself a facial with this where I used all 4 modes. And I have to say, I love this device. I think the modes that are going to be my favorite are number 1, which is the booster mode, sorry. Number 2, which is microcurrent mode, and I think it's number 4, which is the, which is the air shot mode. I love air shot. Dermashot mode, I don't think I like, because I'm not a fan of EMS on the face, even though this is optimized to use on the face versus other devices and their original Dermashot, but it's just not something I like for my face. And one thing that I would advise you to do with this is if you are going to use that Dermashot EMS mode, you guys have to excuse me. We have a wildfire burning by my house right now, and it's really causing a lot of issues with me. My throat is sore, and I have a lot of stuff going on. So mode 1 is booster mode. You press the mode button here to go into the next mode. Microcurrent is mode 2. Dermashot is number 3, and number 4 is air shot. So I'm gonna turn it off. With this, I would say I would use Dermashot mode first because it is electrical muscle stimulation and it's strong, but it's not as strong as their original Dermashot. It's more user-friendly. I would do that first and then use the microcurrent after, just because EMS is strong and you get a lot of muscle contracting, and that can build up lactic acid in that muscle, and you'll decrease your ATP. But if you go in with the microcurrent right after, you can flush everything out, sort of like doing lymphatic drainage. That's my thoughts with this. Gosh. You guys will have to excuse me. So I did that, and now here we are. I'm ready for my sunscreen. So I have been loving this, and I'm gonna do 30 days with this. So this will be the device that I use. Hence, I'll use my LED light therapy too. But so I'll take before and after pictures, and I'll show you guys how I'm going to be using it. I might do that tomorrow, and I'll keep track of everything in the app. So I'm going to go in with my sunscreen. So I'm using the Colorescience. This is the Sunforgetable Total Protection Face Shield in the Classic. So I'm going to put this on my face, and then I'm going to put the no-show on my neck and my chest so you guys can see the difference. Now, I love this formula. I find it's a bit more moisturizing on the skin versus the no-show mineral protection. I love it under makeup. I just love the feel of this on my skin. Now, it does have a sort of like a peach tint to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on my face. And I love the way that this wears under my makeup. If you have dry skin, you would probably really like this. I don't have dry skin, and I love it. I love the feel of it. If you love the feel of how Flux feels on your skin, then you will love this. So this is great to use if you find that your Flex is a bit too dark. You can use this to mix it in to lighten it, but I love the feeling of it. So those 2 fingers, that's what I needed for my face. So now I'm going to go in and apply the no-show mineral protection on my neck and my chest. I thought that you didn't have to shake this, but you still have to shake it. You have to shake this one. So this one is almost gone. So let's do, I'm going to do 3 fingers because I have to put it in a larger area. So we'll do my neck here and everything that's going to be pretty much exposed with what I'm wearing. And more for the rest of my chest here. So when I put this on, I just kind of, I don't rub it too much. I just kind of brush it and pat it in, because if you rub your sunscreen too much, you're rubbing it off. So, okay, there we go. So when I put on my flex, I just rub it in really quick to blend it into the skin to get that color. And then I use my BK. This is the 109. This is the mini foundation brush. And then I go around and then I just pat it with this. I don't use a beauty sponge or a damp beauty sponge because that'll absorb the product and take it away. But I just pat this in just to blend it in all over, especially like around my hairline. But I have to tell you that, guys, that when I used the air shot mode, the mode that's on this that is like micro needling, I really loved it, and I noticed a difference in the texture in my pores in my forehead. And I used it on Thursday, and you can see how good my texture looks on my forehead. It's really, really good. I like it better than the regular air shot with the white handle, and I like the booster mode better than the booster H device itself. I definitely think that the Medicube HR Booster Pro is worth the investment. It's like you are getting 4 devices in one, and the user experience is much better versus the other devices. It feels better on the skin. Overall, it's a more enjoyable experience than their other devices. So I think it's definitely worth it. And I believe it is on sale right now for 50%. It's either 40 or 50% off. And then my code gets you an extra 10% off. I think it's 40%. So with my code, you'll be 50% off. I bought this on my own. I think I paid $250 with the sale and 10% off. And I love it after I used it on Thursday for the first time using all 4 modes. And so yesterday I used it in the morning for product penetration, last night, and then this morning. And then tomorrow we'll do a full facial with this. So stay tuned for that. Now that my sunscreen has pretty much well absorbed into my skin, I'm going to start applying my makeup. So we're going to go in with the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation and Concealer. Oh, I wanted to tell you too, I picked up 2 new products from Medicube. I picked up their Deep Vitamin C Capsule Cream. This looked really interesting to me and I wanted to try it. So I had a spatula with this. I don't know what I did with it. I think I disinfected it because it was loose in the box. So I haven't tried this yet, but to me it smells like grapefruit. It has a light scent of grapefruit. So this is kind of like a water cream, I believe, or a capsule. It says a Deep Sea Vita Capsule Cream. So this has sea buckthorn oil in it, along with vitamin C, ferulic acid, and niacinamide. So it says vitamin water 50%, vitamin C derivative, and then niacinamide is 5%. So I'm gonna try this out maybe when we do our Medicube facial, because the other night when I did my Medicube facial, I didn't reach for this. I actually did the collagen jelly cream. So when I did my Medicube facial, I went in, I cleansed my skin, and then I put the Collagen Glow Booster Serum. This is a new product for them, all over, even around my eyes. And I worked this into my skin with the booster mode. And then I applied a mixture of the collagen erase cream right here. I love the way this smells. This smells really good. I would have to say that this Collagen Glow Booster Serum does have a strong fragrance to it, just so you know, like the Collagen Bubble Serum, which isn't a favorite of mine. But I love their collagen jelly cream. A little bit of this goes away. It doesn't even look like I really put a dent in here. But this is great to use with the microcurrent mode. It's also great to use with the DermaShot mode for the EMS. So I do love this. This is the one that I really like, the scent. It's very light, and I wouldn't say it's feminine, but it smells clean and it's light. So, and then after I was finished with the device, I went in with my very favorite product from them, which is the collagen night wrapping mask. Actually, I probably should have ordered another one of these because I really like this. So I don't like skin slugging because I find that it's messy, and I love to use this on nights when I want to just boost my overall moisture and hydration. I just put a thick layer of this on my skin, I let it dry down, and then in the morning when I wake up, I peel it off. So I love this. This is a product that I recommend for everyone to try from Medicube. I mean, some of their products are hit and miss, but I do love their collagen line. Most of the products, the collagen bubble serum isn't my favorite, but I do like that new booster serum, and I can't wait to try this vitamin C cream. We'll try that maybe tomorrow. I'll do a facial. Hopefully I'll have time to do it. I've been running, you know, I don't really have a lot of time these days, guys. I only have 2 days off a week. So, you know, during the week, I can't get my house chores done. I can't do a lot of things. So it's really tough. So I did a training at work the other day with Zeo Skin Health. This is Dr. Obaji's line, Zain Obaji. And with that training, I got two products, free products. I got this kit. This is called Getting Skin Ready, All Skin Types. It comes with their gentle cleanser, exfoliating polish, and their complexion renewal pads. And then I got their illuminating AOX serum. So that's what I got from them to try. I picked up a new mist. This is called the Dalba First Serum Spray. This is hydrated and radiant skin. This was a skin savior for me when I was in Tahoe, because Tahoe is really, really dry, dry and warm. And so I brought this with me, and you can see I got it last week and I've used it so much. I've been using this every day. So after I apply my osmosis serums, I spray this on my skin before I put on my Isden day cream. And sometimes I'll use this over my makeup too, just depending. I won't use it today because the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation is pretty hydrating, but I have been loving this. I picked this up on Nikki LaRose's recommendation. So Nikki LaRose is like my favorite makeup channel here on YouTube, and she's been talking about the Dalba products, and so I picked it up on Amazon Prime sale. I think it was only $18, and I absolutely love it. They have a couple of other products that seem really interesting, but I didn't pick that up. I wanted to try that first, and my husband really likes that, so that might be his new favorite toner, besides, you know, Genesis Moisturizing Mist. Now, I got some samples of Neova. So at my job, we carry Neova, Zeo skincare, and we carry is Clinical. So with the Neova, I have the 5-second daily peel. I have their DNA Total Repair, and I have their SLC Sheer 2.0 Photo Finish tinted DNA repair enzymes and antioxidant broad spectrum SPF 40 sunscreen. So this would be good probably for maybe like 2 uses. But what's interesting about this has both mineral and chemical in it, and a lot of people have been really raving about this at my work. Patients have been loving this, and a lot of patients have been loving this. They love the Zeo skincare line, which I have not tried it yet, but I will get there. Another thing that I have been loving that I picked up, so I do have my Ourself lip filler. I did apply that. before I applied my moisturizer. But I picked up the Atour. This is the Definitive Lip Renewal. And I've been using this morning and night over the Ourself lip filler. And I think my lips actually look a lot plumper than just using this with my other lip treatments. So with this, you have to be careful. It's just you turn it very slowly. So a little bit comes up, a little bit goes a long way. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on my lips right now. But I have been really loving this. And I definitely think you should look into it. It's the most beautiful lip treatment product that I've tried. And I've been noticing a difference in my lips. Not only do they look plumper, but they are definitely more hydrated and they look smoother versus just using this. So will this be a repurchase? I don't know. I think I might, when this is finished, I think I might just switch to trying this and see how it does with plumping my lips and keeping them healthy. But this is supposed to also help with lip lines too. So we'll have to see, but this is, I think, definitely going to be a repurchase. And I did pick this up when it was on sale from Skin Beautiful RX. It is very expensive, but it's not as expensive as the Ourself lip filler. I was thinking of maybe stopping to using this, or maybe use this once a day and then use this twice a day. I don't know, we'll see, but I just think my lips look so much plumper than what they did before since I added this in. So it does work on plumping your lips. Doesn't last all day, but it does look nice, and it does really hydrate the lips nicely without it being too sticky. Giving you the perfect amount of product to where it doesn't feel too oily, too sticky, too moisturizing. It's just a perfect balance for me. My other favorite lip treatment product is the Naturium Phyto Glow Lip Mask. This is an affordable option for you guys. That is really, really good too. All right, so let's put on some makeup. So I'm gonna put some concealer on my eyes here first. I got a new eyeshadow palette. So I picked up the Natasha Denona Mini Rose palette. That's a new release. I picked up her Rose collection in the Peony. They had this on sale. I picked that up too. This is I Need a Rose lipstick collection. I'm not so sure how I feel about this. I already had the Natasha Rose Cheek Duo, which is promoted with this along with the lip colors. So we'll use this today. For makeup, you guys can tell that I'm just kind of a little bit out of it. It's been a while since I've filmed a video. So I'm kind of not all here right now. So I picked up the Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tints. I got the Rosy Peach and I got Delicate Mauve. And I love both of these. I think they're beautiful. And I have been gravitating to the Rosy Peach. And every time I wear this, everybody's like, oh my God, you have the most beautiful eyes. So that blush does something for my eyes. I really love these. Now, I did pick up the Armani. This is their eye tint, long wearing luminous liquid eyeshadow. I got the shade Bronze. I do not like this. I've tried it several different ways. It says this is supposed to last for 12 hours. It does not last for 12 hours. It creases on me no matter what I do. So that I have to return to Sephora, and I probably will have to do that tomorrow because I don't have a Sephora nearby, so I have to wait to go on the weekends. And I ordered that online along with the Rosy Peach blush. So I'm going in with the Luminous Silk Concealer in 4.5, and I'm just going to use this as my eyeshadow primer. So we'll do a look with this mini rose palette today. So I have been kind of like struggling to where I've had some time to make videos, but I haven't been wanting to put myself out here just because I don't like what I'm seeing in social media and YouTube lately. I've been seeing just like things that really piss me off and give me a negative headspace. And also, you know, my channel is not doing too well. And so since my channel is not doing too well, that I just don't feel as much push for me to make videos, because since my time is limited, I'd rather put that time to other areas in my life, like spending time with my family, Misha, my husband, going out and doing things, focusing on myself more, versus always pushing to have to get a YouTube video out. So if my channel is doing a little bit better, I would probably make it more of a purpose to come on here and make sure I get in a video every week at least. But yeah, I mean, I've been doing this for 6.5 years. I'm not growing. I'm going in with the Luminous Silk Foundation in 5.9. So I like to put this on my fingers and warm it up. And then what I do is I start in the center of my face and I'm gonna work it out. So yeah, so it's been tough, because also I'm like, you know, I film the same kind of content. I know some of you guys are bored. There's a lot of people who just want to see product reviews, or for me to sit here and blow smoke up your butt and tell you how great everything is. They don't want to hear like the honest truth. And they'd rather take some influencer who acts like a skin expert, but they only know their skin, versus professional advice. So when I tell the truth, people don't want to hear it. And so they just don't stay. And that's fine. I mean, I only want people who, yeah, you know, your vibe attracts your tribe. And I have a pretty good tribe here. But not every, and it's like I have more people who are not subscribed watching my videos versus people who are subscribed here. So I'm going to go in with my damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend this foundation all over into my skin. And I'm going to let this kind of settle a little bit before I do any concealing around my face. So another thing too is I moved away from putting products in my description box too, because I have the Shop My Shelf website, and it's easier for me time-wise to just attach my video, like attach the link down there, and put everything in there, and you guys could actually see the products that I'm talking about versus just going to the link. And it's just, everything's there. It's easier for me. I'm on a time crunch all the time, you know, to film a video and edit it and put it up on YouTube. It takes about 5 to 6 hours, okay? That's 5 to 6 hours of precious time for me that I don't have much time to do anymore. So it's really, really tough, guys. I'm struggling. And sometimes I just feel like maybe I should just stop altogether, or maybe I should take like a 90 days off and do my 90-day glow up when I'm balanced, and come back and make content for you guys. And like I said, I think you guys are kind of bored of my content because, you know, I use the same devices. I know a lot of you search for other people who are using the same devices, which you won't find much for Pico Toner. You could pay for Pico Toner lessons with and I give lessons for free. So, I mean, I don't know. So I'm kind of feeling a little bit negative, just so you guys know. So now I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow, and I was thinking if I was going to set this concealer. I'm not going to set this concealer. I'm just going to go in with this light pink cream shade, which is called, I think it's called Flamingo something. I can't read the names. They're too small, so you'll have to bear with me. So I'm going to lightly dust that shade all over my eye. I'm going to go in with this big fluffy brush. So this is a Rougher 33. So these are natural hair brushes. They're made in Japan. I love the rougher brushes. If you love natural brushes, this is the brand you want to look into. They're semi-affordable. Now, I purchased these brushes on my own. I haven't used any of their face brushes. I've only used their eye brushes, and they are my favorite for applying eyeshadow. I love the BK Beauty brushes too, but the roughers are my favorite, and I love the BK Beauty brushes for the face. And BK Beauty brushes are synthetic. So I put that all over. So now I'm going to go into the shade right here, which is called Andy. And I am going to, what brush am I going to use for that? I'm going to use this small brush right here. This is a rougher number 13. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to blend it on my outer corner into my crease contour. So I'm going to start right here on the outer corner with this. This is kind of like a lavender shade. And then I'm just going to work this up into my crease very lightly. Okay. I haven't done like a real makeup look in a while. So this is interesting. I've just been doing 5-minute makeup, which is putting bronzer in my crease. And then I have been using this palette this week, and I've been using this duochrome shade right here. And here it's like a peachy pink color. I love this palette. So 3 of these shades are in the retro palette. One of them is the same formula and the other one is not. The other 2 are not. In the retro palette, Andy and Opar here are a cream to powder. Here in the mini rose, they are a powder, a matte powder. Psychedelic here is in the retro palette, and this is a chroma crystal. And then these 2 shades were in very older palettes that you can't get anymore. So there's that shade. And I much prefer the matte powder shades versus Natasha Denona's cream to powder. For me, the straight up powders are easier to work with versus the cream to powders. For some reason, that formula is kind of funky with me. Could just be me. So I'm just blending this into my crease, taking it pretty high up because I have hooded eyes. I put some here on the outer corner and then just blending it in. So get back to some other news here. So yeah, so I have been just doing the shop my shelf for the links down below. Some people like it, some people don't, but I gotta do what's best for me. So I'm going into that dark brown shade, which is called Opar. And I'm just gonna put this on the outer corner a little bit. And then up here on the outer part of my eye to kind of deepen this. This is going to be more like a purple look, I think, versus a rose look. Take a little bit more, and I'm using a rougher 14 for this. It's kind of hard for me to see with the bright light. The light is really bothering me today. Okay, so I just deepened that. So I'm going to go in with this Angie A503 blending brush from BK Beauty. And I'm just going to kind of blend that out a little bit. Blend it out and up. Hopefully it looks okay. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this color on the very end. This is that duochrome shade, which I think is called Golden Rose. It's so pretty. And I'm going to take that on a flat tip brush, and this is a Rougher 02. And I'm going to put that all over from the middle of, from the inner corner to where this outer corner shade is. Here. This is such a pretty color. I love it so much. I love this palette so much. I love the Natasha Denona mini palettes. I love them more so than my bigger palettes, honestly. All right. So we're going to use every shade from this palette today. Okay, so there's that shade. So now I'm going to go back into my Rougher 14 with that shade Opar, and I'm just going to grab a little bit of it. And I'm just going to kind of blend those two together so they look well put together. I need to add a little bit more to this one. Okay, next I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to go into the shade which is called Psychedelic. And I'm going to put that here on the lower lid right in the middle. For a little bit of pop. Okay, so pretty. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to take a liner brush. Let's see. Some of my brushes are kind of dirty because I haven't had time to clean them. All right, so I'm going to take this Nikki LaRose N11 brush and I'm going to go into that shade Opar. And I'm going to grab some of this and we're going to use it as a liner. How did I get some makeup on there? I got some foundation on my powder here. Oh well. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to stamp it here on the upper outer corner of my lash line. And I'm going to take it, a little bit of it, and line the outer corner of my bottom lash line. Now I am getting some fallout with this because I didn't tap it off that well. Okay, so there's that. And now I'm going to take this BK Beauty. This is the 210 pencil brush, and I'm going to go into that shade called Andy, and I'm going to blend Opar out with that on the bottom lash line. Okay. All right, so that's it for the eyes for right now. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to clean this spot off my, oh well, I'll just leave it for now. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my concealer, touch up some areas. So I'm gonna go in with the 5.5 concealer from the Luminous Silk collection. So I'm gonna put some of that right here in the center. I'll put it here on my nose and come up here and put it here at my eye, my lips. I'm gonna do this one first and then I'll do the rest underneath my eyes. So with this one, I noticed that you have to sort of work fast with it. When you apply it. I know a lot of people like to put their concealer on and let it set for a little bit before they work it into the skin. But with the Luminous Silk concealer, I find that once you put it on, you should work it in because it has a tendency to absorb into the skin. Uh-oh, my light's gonna die. I gotta plug it in. Sorry, guys. It's been a while since I've sat down here to film anything. And I don't use this light to normally put on my makeup because it's just too bright. I just use it for filming. This is my Ricky Loves Ricky makeup mirror. Okay, so now I'll just go over those areas that I applied the concealer with my beauty blender. Yeah, I'm really happy with the way my skin looks the last couple of days from using that Medicube Booster Pro. It's actually a really great device. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with that 4.5 concealer, and I'm going to do a little mix. So I'm going to put this here in the center and put some out here. And then I'm going to do the 5.5 because this is just a little bit too light. And I dropped it. And I like to just put a little bit of dot of that in the center just so it mixes better and it doesn't look so bright underneath there. So I'm going to take the Nikki LaRose concealer brush from BK Beauty and start to clean up and blend this into my eyes. This is just so beautiful underneath the eyes. You don't even see, like, it totally diminishes your fine lines and wrinkles and keeps the under eyes so hydrated. Love this concealer. It's a very nice light formula. It's not full coverage. I would say it's like light to medium coverage. I don't like full coverage concealer. So my eye's tearing. I'm losing my liner. Okay, so I have to fix this eye because I went a little bit too far up with my concealer there. Okay, that looks good. Now I need a bigger mirror to take a look at this because this light is really not my friend today with my eyes because they're so sensitive. Wow, I really like the way this eyeshadow look came out. I haven't even had a chance to really play with this palette yet. I have just been using that Golden Peach shade. with this palette, and wow, it's so pretty. It's so, so pretty. I love, love, love this. I love this eyeshadow look. So pretty. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand. And this is in medium to deep. So let's go ahead and apply that on. And I am going to use this Armani Luminous Silk bronzer. I really, really love it. I have been really loving it. So I'm applying a little bit more dots of this because it's just barely moist on the tip there, and I don't want to open it up to get more product out. So I am going to, where's my Nikki LaRose? So I'm going to use my Nikki LaRose foundation brush. This is the N17. I'm going to use this fluffy lighter side. This is for cream and liquid products. You can use it for foundation, your liquid blushes, your cream contours, all of that good stuff. I'm just blending this in. It's gonna give me more definition in my jaw. Make me look lifted. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Brightening Powder. Grab a BK Beauty 108 powder brush. Put this underneath my eyes. Okay. And then now I will go in. I got a new powder. I don't know how I feel about it. It's the CL Mineral SPF powder. I don't like it with this foundation. I'm just going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder. And I'm going to grab my BK Beauty 104 powder brush. And I'm just going to put this all over the rest of my face. You can never go wrong with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder. It's just always the best. Actually, whenever I see celebrities or like the Real Housewives, they all use the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush setting powder. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Bronzer. I have the shade 100. I love this. I have been using this for a contour for eyeshadow. This is my bronzer during the week. It does have shimmer in it, but it doesn't show up on the skin. It's just so pretty. I just really, really love this. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to lightly blend this on my hairline. It just really looks natural and so beautiful on the skin. And I've been using it as eyeshadow too. It's so pretty. So I'm just gonna bronze myself up here with this. Do you see how pretty that is on the skin? It looks so natural. This is like the bronzer that I have been looking for. I always have the hardest time trying to find the right color of bronzer for me that looks natural for my skin. That's not too orange, not too gray, not too cool. This one is so pretty. It's nice and big too. Now this does have talc in it, by the way. So, but so far I wasn't gonna get it and I got it and I just really love it. Can you guys see how good my neck has been looking? See that? No crepiness anymore. Adipose. Strong body gel. So I gotta go like this with my beauty blender around my hairline because of my blonde hairs. Okay, I think that looks great. So there's my bronzer. And I love that this is big and I love the mirror on it. So I haven't taken off the plastic on the mirror yet. It's still got the symbol there, but I could still see through it. All right, so there's that. Let's go in with our inner corner highlight. I'm going to use that psychedelic shade. And I am just going to grab, what brush did I use for that? I used my finger. So I'm just going to grab this BK Beauty Nikki LaRose N12 brush. And I'm going to grab some of this shade called Psychedelic. And I'm going to put this on my inner corner here. Just a little bit. Just to kind of give me some highlight there. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my blush, and I'm gonna use the Natasha Denona Rose palette. So here is the blush, and then you have a highlighter here. So the highlighter it's powder. I haven't used it. The blush is a cream to powder, and this is called the Rose Cheek Duo. It's like a mini one. So I'm just gonna grab some of this blush and start applying it to my skin. It's like the perfect blush palette for this makeup look. This eyeshadow palette. It always looks like I'm applying a lot of blush, but I'm applying it very, very lightly. My skin turns red when you touch it, so it always looks like I have a lot of blush on at first, but once it settles, I actually have to apply more because of that redness right there. So I'm gonna stop there, and then I'm gonna go into my brows. So my brows, I just use a tinted brow gel. I don't need to fill in my brows. I just use the tinted brow gel from Kosas. I'm using the shade Taupe just to give my brows color and even out them because they're light from me getting older. Oops, got my hair in there. From me getting older, that, you know, you get the grays or the blondes. So this just fills in the gaps and tints them for me, so I don't have to use a pencil. All right, where's my thing? So I got a new hair tool and I'm going to use that today. I'm gonna see if I can do a little demo for you guys. I got the GHD Duet Blowdry. It's a volumizing brush. It's a all-in-one. You can style your hair from wet to dry, and I absolutely love it. I love it more than my Dyson Airstraight. Oh, this brow is being funky today. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay, so I'm going to go in with mascara, and I'm going to use the Patrick Ta. I think this is the Major Volume. Mascara Major Volume. I need to get a new Cali Ray 2-day mascara. That's what I wear to work. But since my eyes are doing so well, they've like toned and tightened from using the Osmosis Catalyst and doing my massage, that I can wear regular mascara now and not have any smudging issues, but I still prefer the Cali Ray Come Hell or High Water mascara, especially during the week for work, because sometimes mascara, when I blink, it'll smudge down here, not on my brow bone. And also, if my eyes are tearing, that's very, very nice. It doesn't run or cause any smudging. So this just gives me really nice, beautiful, natural looking lashes here with a little bit of volume, not too much. Fluttery lashes, I think. Is what I'm looking for. I'm gonna try to jump on tomorrow, which is Sunday, to film my Medicube booster. I'm not gonna make any promises. I'm not gonna make any promises for videos right now, guys. Because I just don't have the time. And I hate to keep breaking that up, but you know, I don't want to disappoint you guys. And I don't want to bore you with the same stuff. And right now, I just don't have a creative streak because I'm still learning, you know, my job and just trying to find that balance. So I need more blush, I think. So I'm going to go in with some more blush here. This is kind of like a light blush. Okay, that looks good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my beauty blender and just kind of work around that. And then I'm going to use the highlighter. What kind of brush am I going to use for this highlighter? I'm going to use this rougher eye brush. This is a rougher 16. So I'm just going to brush this in the highlighter here. I'll just put a little bit here, a little bit down the nose, and a little bit over here. Oops, I got too much there. That probably wasn't the best brush to use that, but it's what I had in front of me. So I don't really like this highlighter too much, just so you guys know. I prefer the Patrick Ta. This one's kind of just a little bit too dense for me. Maybe it's the color. The color is kind of like a darker gold color. I'm not really liking it. And I would say that the blush is just okay. This is like my actual first time using this. I've had this for months and I've never used it. So when I saw it promoted with this, I was like, oh, perfect. I have that already. So let's try it. Okay, so I'll save the lip products for after I do my hair. So I'm going to go prep my hair right now to blow it out. What I washed my hair with today is I did the Dream Filter. Oh, I don't have my empty. So I used the Dream Filter, which that removes the heavy metals and minerals in the hair. Saturated my hair with that, let it soak in my hair for about 5 minutes. I got in the shower, washed my hair with the Color Wow Color Security Shampoo. And then I did the money mask. So I'm getting stuffed up. And then I did the money mask, left that in my hair where I shaved, cleansed my body, and then I rinsed out, washed my face. Not that you need to know that, but then, so I'm going to go in with Money Mist. I'm going to go in with Kale Cocktail, Coconut Cocktail, because we're doing heat styling. The extra large bombshell blowout at my roots up in here. And then I'm going to do the Dream Coat extra strength. I have been using the Speed Dry from Color Wow, and I absolutely love it. But I want to try the extra strength Dream Coat with the GHD Duet Blowdry to see how that goes, because I love that with the Dyson Airstraight. And that one you need some tension, so we'll see how that works. By the way, Color Wow was having a giveaway for the entire Curl Wow collection yesterday morning, and when I woke up, I saw it and I entered it and I won it. So they're sending it to me. I already got the notification that it shipped out, so pretty awesome. I should have played the lottery yesterday because I thought it was my lucky day by winning that. So I'm gonna go do my hair and then I'll come back and do lips with you guys, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so my hair is all prepped with product, and here is my new favorite hair styling tool. I love this thing. It is so good. So I'm going to turn it on. This is pretty quiet, but it may sound loud to you guys. So you turn it on. Hear it? One speed and one heat setting. So I guess it has sensors in here that measures the temperature like 400 times per second. But you turn it on and you have to wait until this stops blinking and it's going to beep. So the bristles are stiff. There's some of them that have slight movement to it, so there's no snagging with this, and it gives pretty good tension. But I don't have to go in and blow dry my hair 80% dry or focus on my roots. I can do everything with this tool, wet to dry, smooth and volumized. Love it. So it's like the Dyson Air Straight, but a volumizing brush version. So, but for me, I prefer this over the Air Straight because the Air Straight just, your hair is just so straight. For this, you get volume. So it's ready. For this, you get volume. And also, you can add curl. So I haven't used this with Dream Coat yet, so we'll see. So GHD says you should run this all over your hair first to blow it dry. But I just do it by section, and it's getting snug there. And when I use this with the Color Wow Speed Dry, I can do my whole hair in 15 minutes. I don't know how long it's going to take me with Dream Coat. So what I like about this is that the brush is oval shaped, so you can get it right up to the root. And it's doing such a great job at smoothing out my hair. So I can't do my whole hair here with you guys because for me, it's tough because I need to see the back of my hair because I have naturally curly hair, and I gotta make sure that I smooth it in the middle, smooth out my roots. This works really well with Dream Coat. So at first what I notice is that my hair does kind of look a little bit frizzy, but after I'm done, it's dry. It's really smooth. You see how smooth that is? And it's from wet to dry. Okay, so now let's do this other side. So it's dry. Oh, I got more hair. I didn't section my hair off good enough. So I just kind of run it through. And it dries your hair fast. Now these bristles get really hot, so do not touch them because I did burn my hand on them. But there's a cool tip right here. Wow. I'm surprised that there's no videos on this yet. So if you're thinking about getting this, I definitely would recommend it. Now, this is not, I think if you sign up for GHD emails, you can get 15% off, but other than that, it's not discounted yet in their normal sales because it's a brand new tool. Now, I picked up mine on Amazon because I had to have it and I wanted to take it on vacation with me to use it, and I did, and I loved it. So I did get some pink in my hair from when I slept on it the first night that we were in Tahoe. So the next day, I just went through my hair with this and smoothed it out, and it worked great on dry hair too. So look at how nice and straight that came out. So I'm gonna go do the rest of my hair, and I will be back. Okay, I'm back. And then here is my hair after using the GHD Duet Blowdry. Look at how pretty it is. Oh my gosh. See, it's cool because you can style your hair and do these flips, or you can add curls if you want more of that bouncy look. And then since I used the Dream Coat, it gave me more of a smoother blowout with less volume, and that's what I was going for, something a little bit less, a little bit flatter. When I use the Speed Dry, I get more volume in my hair. And if you have really flat hair, then you could try the Carb Cocktail, which works great too. So look at this, gorgeous, just gorgeous. So happy with this tool. It's worth the investment. I actually prefer it over the Dyson Airstraight. So if you're thinking about it, I definitely would recommend it. So now let's do my lips. So I'm gonna go in with the Natasha Denona. I need a rose lip collection. And this is in Peony. So I have the lipstick, the lip liner, and the lip gloss. So one thing I will have to say is that on Natasha Denona's website, that this does not look anything like what it does in the pictures and in the videos. So that's the lipstick. Here is the lip liner. So lip liner, lipstick, and lip gloss. So there they are. I like the color of the lip gloss. So I was debating on whether or not if I was going to return this, but when I popped on the rose blush, it looks better. So I'm going to go in with the lip liner. So my lips are so hydrated from that Atour lip treatment. So plump and juicy. So I'm going to line my lips with the lip liner. I need to sharpen it. So the Natasha Denona lip liners are really, really creamy. Really creamy. So now I'm going to go in with the lipstick. So the color that I think I probably should have gotten was the color Daphne, because this is kind of like a peachy nude, peachy pink nude versus what it looked like online. I thought it was going to be more of a pink color versus what I got. But I think I'm just going to keep it and maybe play around with it with the lip liner or so, but we'll see. Maybe nice for summer, but I was kind of disappointed in this. And look, I got, while I was doing my hair, that mascara smudged on my makeup there. Great. Yikes. So let's see if I can fix that. That's not cool. So my lashes are so long now. Oh, that is not cool. It's kind of tough to fix. So let me see if I can find that eyeshadow brush that I used for that. Oh, cheese and rice. Okay, here we go. So that's kind of a bummer that happened. I didn't think it would, but I was looking up like this a lot with my lashes and it just smudged on my eyeshadow. Oh well, hopefully it doesn't do that later. Kind of disappointing. All right, so that's why I prefer my tubing mascara. So we're gonna go in with the I Need a Rose in the Peony shade lip gloss. And there we have it. I'm not so sure if I like this. I think I have to try it with a different color lip liner versus the lip liner that is in the set that matches this collection. I don't know. Well, I'll see. Maybe it's just the lighting. Maybe it's just me. All right, so I will see you in a few to close out. Aloha, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this get ready with me. As you can see, I am a bit off because I'm not feeling well. I'm really sensitive to the air quality with the fire smoke in the air. It just really everything. I get poofy, I have issues with my sinuses, plus I had my inner ear problem. So it's just been kind of a hell of a week. But look at how gorgeous my hair is. It looks so good. I'm telling you, Color Wow is an amazing hair care line. If you follow their instructions on how to use it, the thing is that what I find most of the time, what people have issues with Color Wow is they don't know how to use the products properly. And I wish that they would focus more on long form content versus short form content, because when I found those videos by Richard J. Rose, who is a Color Wow distributor, and he posted the salon trainings with Giles Robinson, I found out how to use the products and I truly love them. So my GHD Duet Blowdry, I absolutely love this tool. Oh my gosh, I want to sell all my other stuff and just use this and my Dyson Neural blow dryer. I don't even think I can go back to my air wrap unless I'm going to use the curling barrels, but I have never used those on my hair except for maybe 1 or 2 times. And I invested on the upgraded attachments of that because that ended up being my go-to for smoothing out my hair, or the air straight. Now, when I want a really sleek look, I'll go for the air straight, but I can get this too. I could get that too with this. I just really love this tool. If you're looking into this, I'd highly recommend it. Now, they give you this really cool brush to clean out your hair from the tool, which I think is great. Now, with this, they did check off a lot of boxes. So there's my hair from today. Now, I go through this and remove my hair after each use. So they give you a really nice case with this too. So I didn't lose that much hair when I was styling with this. I'll actually show you. I haven't been losing hair like what I used to since I switched to Color Wow hair products. Now, my main line from Color Wow is their Curl Wow line. I use that during the week for, you know, when I'm at work, I wear my hair curly because it's easy and I don't have to like spend a lot of time smoothing it out. So that's how much hair I lost. And I didn't lose that much in the shower. And one of the things that I love about the Curl Wow products is their shampoo. They have this ingredient in it. It's called Propofol, I think it's called. And what it does is it has the root lock technology. So it really locks the hair in place. So if you like to wear braids, your hair up in a ponytail, in a clip, or you like to wear it back tight, it really locks your hair into the roots so you don't lose hair or it doesn't cause breakage is what I'm trying to say. So, and since I've been using that, and then once a week I use the Color Security shampoo because I do the Dream Filter with the Money Mask, and that's when I smooth out my hair. My hair has never been healthier. I'm actually getting a lot of new growth. My scalp is happier. I can go longer in between washings than what I was able to for before. I would go like, I could only go like 1 or 2 days in between my washings, and then I would get like a really oily, stinky scalp. And then since I switched to Color Wow and using their Color Security shampoo once a week with Dream Filter, this I can get away without washing my hair 4 days. That's the longest I can go. And that's without using dry shampoo. I don't have to use dry shampoo anymore. I broke up with dry shampoo because dry shampoo is not good for your scalp. It clogs your hair follicles. And I know like some people will say it doesn't, some people will say it does, but I'm one of those people that noticed that since I broke up with dry shampoo, my scalp health has been better. Since I've been using Color Wow, my scalp health has been so much better, and they're all about scalp health. I can't talk today. So the Duet does come with this nice case, which is so lovely, and it is heat resistant. And then it has this little holder right here, this little elastic band that you just slide this in, and you store your Duet in here. It's nice for traveling. I took this with me to Tahoe Loved it. It's perfect traveling companion if you're traveling within, you know, the United States. If you're here, this I wouldn't be able to take internationally. I can't take any of my hair tools internationally because even if you convert them, you still risk that chance of them. These won't convert is what I'm trying to say. Gosh, I'm out of it. All right, so there's that. One thing that I forgot to mention that I wanted to mention to you guys is that Trader Joe's came out with another Sol de Janeiro dupe. So they have their new cacao oil body butter, which is a dupe for the Sol de Janeiro Bella Flor Elasti Cream. So this is a bit more moisturizing than the Bella Flor Elasti Cream. Same exact scent. Love this one better. Now, this has a soaping appearance when you apply it on the skin. This has the same soaping appearance, but it does absorb into my skin really well. And since I've been using this, my skin has been really, really loving it and soaking it up. And I love the scent. The scent is pink grapefruit or pink dragon fruit and jasmine. I love it. This is my favorite scent from Sol de Janeiro. I have it right here. It's number 68. So this is a dupe for the Bondi Elasti Cream. People are loving it. I love it. So now for all these products that we use today, I really only have 2 fails. So let's go over those first. So the first fail is actually going to be the Patrick Ta mascara. It smudged on me something fierce when I was doing my hair. Love this, but if you have hooded eyes, it's going to smudge on your brow bone, especially when you're looking up and doing your hair like what I was doing, or looking down like this when I was trying to get in certain curls. So hopefully, you know, it won't do that to me on this evening when I go out to dinner. I love how it looks on my lashes. It gives them a nice fluttery look. It looks natural. It's not too much volume. It's got defining, it defines the lashes, but it smudges on me. So I'll save that for a non-work day or on when I just need, when I'm just going to be wearing it like for the evening when I go out to dinner or something, where it's not like all day wear. Now, I'm still loving the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation and Concealers. My other favorites, which I didn't try in this video, is their Luminous Silk Cheek Tints. I love those. I love the bronzer, the Luminous Silk Bronzer. I have the shade 100 here. I almost got a darker one, but I stopped myself because this is not a cheap product, and you know, I have a lot of makeup that I need to get through, but I just had to have this. My favorite item from all the items that I applied today, besides my foundation, is the new Natasha Denona Mini Rose Palette. I love this palette. I think this is so pretty. You can create a bunch of different looks with this. I love these mini palettes. They're great to travel with. They are easy to work with, and I just really, really love them. I don't get confused like I do sometimes in a larger palette, even though the larger palettes are fun. But sometimes, you know, it's like overwhelming with so many colors. And this is $27, and I just think it's just so, so pretty. So if you're interested in it, it's a favorite for me, and I love it. My other shadows that I love from Natasha Denona and Minis, I have 5 now. So I absolutely love the Mini Dream one. So this is a favorite. I love the Starlight one. Is that what it is? Starlit. So that's the Starlit one. Okay. And there's 2 here that are new that I haven't tried. I got these when she had her sale. So I have the Mini Biba palette. I thought this would be pretty for summer, but then when I opened it, I was like, not really my colors that I wear, but I have to try it before I say I don't like it. And this other one I wasn't so sure about too, which is this is the Mini Retro palette. So I have to try this before I can give any thoughts on it. I haven't tried it yet. They have just been sitting here in my drawer. But my 3 favorites are now the new Mini Rose, the Starlit, and the Mini Dream. So these are great to travel with. I love, love, love. I love Natasha Denona eyeshadows. The only formula I don't like is the cream to powder. I mean, it's okay. It's not bad, but it's not a favorite. Now, I actually really like the Mini Rose Cheek Palette, but however, I'm not really a fan of the highlighter, but I do love the blush. I think it's really pretty and natural. And it actually goes really well with this lip color. So this is the I Need a Rose in the Peony shade. There's 3 different shades in this collection. However, I think Dahlia would have been better for me versus Peony. And Kalia, I think it's Kalia. That one is kind of more on the brown side. Dahlia kind of is more on that mauve side. And then this is kind of like that peachy pink nude. I do love the formulas of these. And at first when I applied it, I didn't think that I liked it. But now that I have my dress on and everything's all come together, I actually really love it with this look. I think it's really, really pretty. Will I pick up Dahlia? Probably not, because I have enough lip products for now. If it goes on sale, like if she has an extra percentage off, these kits are on sale right now. And if there's an additional percentage off on these, then yes, I will definitely try it. I used my points on these because I do buy things from Natasha Denona. So there we have it. So that is my get ready with me for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry I was kind of all over the place. Oh, another thing too is I really love the Colorescience Sunforgetable Total Protection Face Shield Classic under the Luminous Silk foundation. So I originally bought this to wear under makeup. I have discovered that it's great for mixing in with your flex if it's too light. I love it on its own. I don't get any peeling with this, whereas I get the peeling with the no-show mineral protection under my makeup. So this one I wear on my neck and my chest. This one I use on my face, but eventually I will probably be completely switching to this, and I will stop using the no-show mineral protection because makeup and some skincare products do peel with this. I do love the formula, but I don't like the peeling that I get with it. My husband actually really loves this. This is a good sunscreen for men. Men love this because it doesn't feel heavy on the skin. It blends in really well to their skin, and it doesn't feel like they're wearing sunscreen. And I really loved it too, but the peeling is an issue for me. And I know others have peeling with that. So far, I haven't had any issues with this one. And if you're looking for something that doesn't peel, that's a bit more moisturizing, that works great under makeup, or you're looking for something to mix in with your flex, it's great. I do have the Glow and the Bronze too that you can mix in with the flex. Like Bronze is good to darken it. Glow, they say that you can use to lighten it, but it adds too much luminosity to it. I do like Glow on my neck and chest too, but I just love the Sunforgetable line from Colorescience. It's my favorite. And then during the day, when I go to work, I use the Colorescience Flex, and I use their Total Eye, and then I top it off. I use the Natural Finish pressed foundation in medium sunlight. This is like my all over setting powder. It has SPF 20. I have been trying the Ciel. I got the light color. I'm just not so sure about this. I was looking for something that was a little bit cheaper. This is an SPF 50, which is nice. I have to try it a little bit more. I know I don't like it with the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. It kind of enhances my pores. But I do have this Colorescience Brush On Mineral SPF in medium, the brush one, SPF 50 in my purse. I keep that, and that's how I reapply my sunscreen throughout the day. So, but I am gonna try the Neova sunscreen here. and test it out and see how it fares with my skin. It does have it's mineral and chemical, so I'm not so sure how my skin is going to fare with that, but we will try it. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow, which is Sunday, or that video might go up on Monday, just depending on my skin, for the Medicube Age Booster Pro. Now this is on sale right now for, I think it's 40% off, and then my code will get you an extra 10% off. So if you're interested in it, I say pick it up because I think it's great. I think it's better than buying their individual devices that they had before. I love what it does for my skin. My skin has been looking really plump and juicy, and it looks better throughout the day. And I really love what that air shot mode did for my pores. It's like my pores on my forehead, they just look less visible after one use. So we'll do that mode on Sunday again, so you guys can see that in action and how I like to use it. And Medicube has a really good video too, that if you search, do a search here on YouTube, it's called, just search Medicube Booster Pro or HR Booster Pro, or you can even just do Booster Pro, and they have a really good demonstration video on how to use that. So yeah, so that is it for this video. Again, I'm sending you all so much love and light, and hopefully I will see you in another video this weekend. All right, take care everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I love you, and thank you for being patient and understanding and still hanging out with me. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you soon. Bye.